Oh my gosh, look at our green screen. Guys, we did not even plan to go live this early. We kind of had something come up. Now we might actually be eating a late dinner with the family, so I'm just jumping in, guys. I wanted to get some time to kind of grind out some third age. So guys, that's what we're gonna do, man. That's what we're gonna do. Let me untuck this shirt. But yeah, guys, we're gonna try to grind out the third age a little bit, make some progress. I don't know what time I'm gonna be eating dinner. It might be like an 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30 kind of time. It's gonna be real weird, I know. Okay, that's not the move. I'm trying to make micro adjustments on our green screen right now because I'm tired of that crazy static I'm seeing. My earphones are really bad with it. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Like, bro. Now we got weird stuff popping up, right? What's it catching down here? Okay, it's not catching anything right there. It's over here. Now we're right there. We're gonna move that. Bump my desk, that's cool. Alright. Yeah, App coming through with some lights. My goodness, he's back, man. Let's go, App. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Dude, so yeah, I am gonna go ahead. I think we kind of have stuff set up as we want. No, we still got weird ass fuzzies going on. So guys, we're just kind of messing with our green screen real quick right before we jump in to Lord of the Rings, the third age. Yes, guys, we are gonna be grinding some Lord of the Rings. We gotta get that. Hold on. We gotta get ready for this bad boy. That's what we got going. All right. All right. Now we just gotta fix our dumb little green fuzzies we got going on, guys. It's insane. Like, I don't know why. I was like, nope, I'm not letting that damn light fall a fucking third time. I'm catching that shit. I got the reflexes for it. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this thing, man. Our lighting situation's kind of not it. It's just not it, you know. But I think we're just gonna go ahead and run with it. We got some fuzzies in the background, but I'm not gonna worry, guys. We need to get to grinding if we want to progress. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up our third-party apps for chat. Actually, no. Can I not select? There we go. We're gonna go Lumia as well for our lights. Not that you guys will be able to see much of that later on, but we're gonna jump on over here. Make sure we got that running. We got TikTok up. We got Lumia in the chat. That's our third-party hookup. Let's go, guys. All right, we got TikTok connected. All right, guys. Yeah, we're gonna jump into the third age. We're gonna try to progress some a little bit here. I don't know how far we'll get, but remember, guys, we are currently going live early. I mean, way earlier than normal. Probably like 45 minutes earlier than normal, and it's just so it's I really wanted to grind the third age on stream today. This allows me to do that. I know it kind of throws everyone off with the usual stream times, but I want to progress third age, and we got stuff going on a little bit later tonight, so let's go ahead and get that bad boy up and jump right into things. Hey, we got likes coming through over on YouTube. Let's go. Pulling up the third age, guys. Yo, what up, A1? Welcome back, man. I'm live way earlier than I expected to be tonight, and it's mainly just because my folks are cooking dinner, and they're gonna be doing a late dinner. Where's my controller? We're gonna be doing a late dinner since right now we're kind of actively trying to plant. Well, my dad is. So he's gonna be out kind of late, so we'll be eating a late dinner tonight. So, and they're talking about doing nachos on the grill, man. Like, that is so good off the grill. So I can't say no to that. So I'll be for sure eating dinner with them tonight. So I figured I'd just hop on earlier than normal. I wasn't even ready to hop on. I just said, screw it. Hopped on, and I'm just ready to get to grinding. I do still need to complete evil mode, but I think what I'll do is I'll just keep progressing this a little further until we get to the next map area. Then maybe what we'll do is next time we stream the third age, we'll jump back to Osgiliath and we'll get that that whole area 100%. And we gotta do evil mode in that area too. So we got a lot to do. But I think, yeah. So for right now, I'm just gonna hop right into this thing. I just really wanted to progress it more than anything. If I didn't want to progress it that bad, then I would have just been like, eating a late dinner, might not stream tonight, but I really want to kind of dig more into this. Stain, what up? You got Shield of Courage? Not at all, man. I'm working on it though. I am working on it. We need to go ahead and equip some new equipment. What are 22? Why isn't it giving me armor? 17 armor, bro. Oh, that's for sure the best shield. Okay. That's 16. Definitely need it. That's 17 armor. Definitely need it, bro. Okay, we had some stuff to equip and I didn't even realize it. You unlock armor through story progression. Gotcha, A1. Yeah, and I still got evil mode to complete in Osgiliath. But yeah, so like I was saying earlier, we'll do the Osgiliath stuff next stream. Yo, what's going on, Daniel? You said this is your absolute favorite game, dude. Glad to hear it, man. I'm about to check my skills on Barathor. Because, yeah, we're working up towards the Shield of Courage. We still have a ways to go. That's where bouncing back to Osgiliath might actually be super beneficial because we can work towards that Shield of Courage before we get to the fields of... Before we get to the fields, bro, like, before we get to the last section of the game. You said third age needs a remake. Would be pretty fire, not gonna lie. Would be pretty fire. Like, this is my first time ever playing it through, and I'm like, I can already tell it's just a solid classic. The way they made the game, the way they run the story parallel with the Fellowship and everything that they go through, I love it, man. Evil mode gives you the best early polished stones. That's true. Getting all that good loot, man. Okay, I don't think we're done here just yet. I think we have a little bit to do yet. So we're gonna just push on through this.
We have reached the 7th level and the Citadel.
Oh, no way! That's from Return of the King! Oh, alright. Hey, I've seen that before. I know that guy. He's the king. He's running off to his death after burning alive.
You are free
Bro.
of banishment. The steward of Gondor is no more, but his hall is under attack.
Oh,
The banner of
Yo, Daniel, thank you so much for the follow, man.
Claim it.
That green, I got a green light flickering in the background, and it's like putting fuzzies all over my head. Oh, this is wild. My controller is just, oh, that's why. Nah, we're not gonna view it. What we got behind us? Oh, we got loot. Hey. Don't mind if we do. Let's get some loot. Bro, and we gotta equip that. Let me move my mouse. That's just kind of chilling there. All right. Ooh, we got Dwarven Mithril Helm. 64 armor. I think that's way more than anything else we got. That's 60. Oh, finally, guys, we can see Hadhod's face. It's not just completely covered by his helm. And it's made out of mithril. It's insane. Stained. Dude, I don't, can you see that any like lights flashing? Cause you went with that police? Dude, my lights were going crazy there between the reds and the blues. Oh, A1, you're saying this is the last part of Gondor, bet. Like I looked up at my webcam, I could barely see the lights. Hold on, what if I I'm wondering if I just switch this real quick. Yeah, you can see they're blue right now. They're blue right now. But yeah. Oh yeah, dude. So do you have good chests here in the small area? Bet. Yeah, I noticed that there was quite a few. I think we're gonna have quite a few battles and quite a few chests for loot. That's what I was seeing whenever we kind of first hopped in this. There we go. Ooh, is that the most armor we get from the Van Braces? Yep. Let's do it. All right. Stats wise, no more upgrades. All right, cool. Also, something I'm really curious about as well before we do this next fight, guys. I gotta see Hadhod with his spirit powers, dragon calling. When are we gonna? 3 out of 100, bro. Yeah, that's gonna take a minute. Let's do it. It's after the last save point in the game. Okay. Fight against Sauron is pretty hard, but it's technically not in an area. Okay. After the last save point in the game, after I get to the fields, I assume it's gonna be like, is it gonna be at the very end, past the last section of the fields, before I get to an obvious like, move on to the next mission, type of deal? Okay. Like I'm sure it'll be obvious too. Okay, let's do this. Bro, this is so dope. I like the area that we're fighting in, bro. This is cool. Hell yeah. Okay. Bro, we're gonna run. What do we got here? We got 3 turns in a row. Ignores foe's armor. I kind of like that. I don't see why not. Why not just go with the targeted strike? That's gonna do some damage. So pick off the Easterlings first. They hit hard. Gotcha. We'll go Spearcraft. No, Spirit Powers. We're just gonna drain health. We're gonna work on this guy right here. Gaining that health back, which is nice. And then yeah, we're gonna run Hadhod. We're gonna go double attack with Hadhod. He's gonna deal some nice damage as long as he hits him. If he doesn't hit him, I don't know what we're gonna do, but this is what we're gonna run. I think what we'll do, we'll try this attack that stuns. I don't know if it'll work or if they'll be immune, but critical hit. No, he's stunned. He's stunned. He's for sure stunned. There we go. Yo, what up, Tucker, Maxie? What's going on in chat, man? Let's go, dude. Hopefully audio sounds fine for you guys. If you guys ever know, like, if you guys think I'm too loud or if gameplay's too loud, just let me know in chat. You said happy Friday, brother. Hey, you too, man. You too. Let's go, dude. Oh man, what do we got going here? Crippling smash. Okay, I'm gonna run it on the other Easterling. He's immune to it. Okay. At least we got some damage. I mean, I'm not entirely mad. What? Stain, bro. Dude, happy birthday, Stain. Happy birthday, man. 24, that's an achievement right there. Bro, I just turned 28 back in March. I'm getting old, dude. Aeolon, you said for this, use Elagos and use arrows to sleep bed. See, like, I still haven't figured out entirely, like, what everyone's immune to. So, like, half the time during these battles, I'm just, like, testing different things out. And I'm like, oh, they're immune to that. Okay, let's try something else. Whether it's, like, yeah, arrows to sleep, or you're messing with their turns with stuns, or... Alright, yeah, we're gonna do it. But yeah, guys, I'll give you guys a heads up in chat if I get a call or a text about dinner being ready. And then at that point I will have to probably hop off. I think so. We got them all. They're all asleep, bro. They're all asleep. Let's just go Axecraft, Dwarven Cleave. Easy. I guess it's super easy once you put them to sleep. So yeah, you'll learn. Took me till your later teens to know how to play this game. Gotcha, A1. Like, my problem, my thing is, it's just like, you get to these different areas and it starts presenting you with different enemies. And it's like, it's not like you're facing the same enemies throughout the entire game. So like, a lot of things change. Their buffs, debuffs, things that they're immune to, not immune to. It's a little bit of a learning curve. So like, if I was to play this game through again, I'd have a much better feel and idea for it with past enemies. These Mordor orcs, I'm not quite as used to yet. And I don't think I ever will be. Until I like go through again. Gonna run company might. Yes sir. We ain't got an attack with Barathor. We got other people that can do that. Elagos, you're just gonna run arrow flurry, bro. I bet he takes them both out. He's got a damage buff. There's one with a crit over 6,000 HP we took. And we got a triple crit. Wow. Elagos is, yeah, he's the man. He's goated, bro. At times. He does take a lot of damage. If he gets hit with anything, bro, that's where things get a little sketchy. We didn't quite have people level up. Barathor got a first age steel long sword. All right, we'll take it, man. Let's go ahead and get that equipped on him. We also, we do have level ups. Okay. Elagos, we're gonna run more spirit so that you have more AP to run with, because that's super nice to have. Aodan, bro, I kind of want to run. Spirit's nice. Strength could be. Let's just go 148 on spirit. Next upgrade, maybe we bump up strength 1 to 115, then we go another one in spirit. Just kind of how I've been doing it. Oh my, 220 damage, guys. What? That is so much damage. Oh, wrong buttons here. There we go. All right, let's continue this. We got loot, guys. We're about to be loot goblins. So you can equip elf stones to turn weak to normal with stone resistance to. Gotcha. See, yeah, I didn't even think about that with like each character's basically their weaknesses. Like, I've just been tossing stuff on left and right, not paying attention to like their stats or anything. I've just been in such a hurry to like try and get through this and progress through this. Look in the descriptions of your swords and stuff. You'll see it multiplies with your level. Gotcha. Shadow. He's weak to Shadow. Barathor is. So, like, Barathor we could probably equip. Is there anything? There should be, like... Take out that cracked. See if there's something for helping against shadow or shadow protection. Someone else has it on right now. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't know who it is, but someone else has it. I know I had something like that. There it is. Cracked Elfstone of Shadow Protection. Elfstone of Fell... This Tainted Stone lets one... Oh, no. We already had that. I was going to unequip this. So you'd equip Elfstone's Shadow Defense. Yeah, A1. I got you. I had to take it off another character. That was the problem. That's the only one. I only got one to use, and I might as well use it on Barathor because Barathor is an absolute tank. I just don't see why I'd run that on anyone else for right now. That's all I got is the one. I might even get another one if I do evil mode on whenever I go through and do evil mode on Osgiliath. Bro, where is blunt defense? Cracked. Take that cracked one out. We'll go. There's water protection. Oh. Where is our shadow defense? Shadow protection. I mean, that's the best we got, but yeah, it just didn't replace it. That's cool. I remember having this problem last time. There we go. We got shadow protection now. So if we go to his stats, yeah, now his shadow is normal. So like, let's do that with other people. So Hadhod is weak to pierce. So with Hadhod, we can come in. I'm pretty sure there's actually we can take off there's slashing defense, spirit. Take off that spirit. Let's go piercing defense. That was it, right? There we go. So now we can look at Hadhod's stat. Yep, no, it's normal. Bet. Tyler, what's going on in chat, dude? You said underrated Lord of the Rings game and just underrated game in general. I'm starting to realize that, man. It's not a bad game at all. So polished is better than cracked. Gotcha, A1. I kind of figured that one out in time of playing the game. So we'll go Pierce. Elagos is weak to Pierce. So guys, we're gonna get Elagos a stone. I just didn't have a polished stone for shadow protection. So like basically I'm going through all of their inventory slots and I'm trying to replace a cracked Elfstone with a polished one for the category that they're weak in. But if I don't have very many polished Elfstone. That's the problem. So like I have a ton of cracked Elfstones. What was it? Was it Pierce? I can't remember. Yeah, it's Pierce. Okay. So I gotta up his Pierce defense, basically. If there's anything for Pierce, there's Blunt, Spirit, that's it. I don't remember. Maybe someone else had it? Nope. Wasn't you. Elagos? Or Hadhod? Did Hadhod have it? I think Hadhod's sneaking around with it. He is. I think he kind of needed it, didn't he? Like if I take off piercing and then there goes stats. Yeah, I got 3 people weak to pierce, and there's just it's like, who do I give it to? I might as well give it to Hadhod because he's a little bit tanky. He's gonna benefit more from it, being a bit more of a tank anyways. So we'll go Pierce on him. Pierce in defense. All right. Elagos, my bad, dude. Let's run with our elf here. We got Felt Shadow, can now do, yep. So Elfstone of fire protection, action enhancement. Let's check her stats. Where is she weak? Fire. She is weak to fire. We're gonna need that. All right, let's check our Elfstones real quick. Anything for fire? Fire protection, perfect. We got anything else for fire? No polished fire. Okay, only cracked. We only got cracked Elfstones for fire protection. Let's do it. Oh. A1, you're saying some of them are for evil mode. You'd say play Ascilius to unlock more. For sure, dude. For sure. I will eventually. I just don't have that time right now. Next time I go live, what I'll do is I'll go back and play that. I'll play evil mode and Ascilius, but I just can't do that right now. I think I'm gonna be short on time if I was to try that. Just with the amount of battles you have to go through. But yeah, dude. Dude, Tyler, that's dope, man. Hell yeah. All right, we're gonna go polished of spirit enhancement. We'll go blunt defense. Just get some sort of like defense in there. All right, Aodan. I gotta check his stats. He's weak to air. That's so different, bro. I wouldn't even think. Oh well. We gotta figure out if there's some sort of like air protection. 70 armor. Ooh, let's run it. There we go. And then let's go down to our stones. Nope. I tend to push the wrong button at times. I'm gonna be honest. He's weak to air. I don't know if we have anything that's gonna protect him against air. That might be something. That actually might be something we get from evil mode as well. Just got a feeling on that. Morrowind's basically useless. Slash and Pierce. Well, we might be able to cover Slash for her. She doesn't have any elf stones equipped anyways. Yeah, no, she really doesn't. Okay, cool. Let's just, what do we got for polished? Action, yes, run that. Where's our other polished elfstone? Water protection? I don't think we really need it. Let's go armor, let's go health. Those are all cracked. Water protection, polished, might as well. That's about all. Well, this is for spirit, so let's go. Yep. Oh no, I just removed it. I didn't actually equip it. Cool. There we go. All right. And I mean, basically, we got some of that stuff equipped there. Yo, what up, Reaper Gaming? Welcome to the stream, man. So you missed playing this game. Barathor was your favorite, dude. Barathor is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, dude. He is. I've got him all beefed up, and he's tanky as hell. So never thought you'd see this on the live. You're playing it at the moment on PS2. Gotcha, dude. Yes, sir. B, welcome to the stream, man. I am a little live, just a little bit earlier than I was planning on tonight, but so worth it, dude. So worth it just to hop on and start grinding. A1 just restarted. Ooh, on the GameCube. Oh, you're on the GameCube emulator. That's fire, dude. Let's go, bro. Yeah, dude. So I'm running a PlayStation 2 emulator on my PC, but just to show you guys real quick, I've probably already shown this off like several times, but oh boy, hold on. We gotta take our display capture off, game capture off. There we go. We got our GoPro. I did get this recently, guys. Currently have an original Xbox. Even got some games with it right now, like Bloodwake. We got Star Wars Episode 3. So basically, one of these days, I do want to get this game on my original Xbox. I want to get a hard copy, and for sure have that on the shelf. But like that's what I eventually want to do. I love just running I will be able to plug this thing in and I run it through my capture card on my computer and it's just like, boom, works just like that. Works really well. There's nothing that matches the feeling of like playing directly on an old console. Going by, ooh, yes, A1, yes, yes, yes. Yes, do it, dude, yes. I have both of those on PC, but those would both be fire to get. I have an Xbox 360 as well, and it's actually sitting in my bedroom. I haven't plugged it in years, but like what I need to do is I need to clean it up, and I've already got some games in for it because I'm doing little collection pieces right now. Like I'm collecting, you could say I'm collecting sagas right now. For example, I have all GTA games from Grand Theft Auto 3 and up. I have them all now. I have a bunch from my original Xbox. I got 4 and 5 on my PC. And then Spider-Man, I have a ton of Spider-Man games now. I don't know if you guys ever played any of the Spider-Man games on like Xbox or GameCube, or I don't know if there were just Xbox games back in the day or what, but like they had Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 were on original Xbox, 3 was on 360. Then they released the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, right? And then after that they had their comic book Spider-Man games. And there was like 4 of them that released. There was like Edge of Time, Web of Shadows, Friend or Foe, and there might have been one more. So like I have everything either ordered and on the way or it's already here. So like I have that collection going, and then I have a few Lord of the Rings games. I still need to go ahead and get more Lord of the Rings games for the Xbox. And then another thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start ordering Star Wars games. I don't know if you guys ever played Star Wars, but I think right now on the way I think it's Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. So like I got entire collections I'm like working on, which I feel insane for doing, but I'm gonna be so happy I did it in the end. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna run. Bro, you know what? Leadership. We can go. Honestly, they're all gonna go. Oh, I don't know if he will. The guy with the Morgul Lance who runs more. He runs the Lance, but he runs that Morgul Lance ability every time. I don't know if his Arrows of Sleep will work on him. So we're gonna go staying fast for right now, so we can be immune to stun. Ooh, A1, you said you just bought Lego Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit in Steam for $7. Let's go, dude. A1, dude. I discovered those games. They're great. Don't get me wrong. I love them. I had so many problems trying to stream them. Like I kept getting a lot of copyright issues, and not only that, while I was trying to stream them, the games kept crashing on me over and over and over due to like OBS trying to hook into the game, and it's not like optimized to handle that kind of stuff because it's more so optimized for console. Like those games might be something I either like record down the road. Well, no, I don't even know if I'll be able to record it. I don't know. Adriel is in the doghouse right now. Just kidding. We're gonna run Arrows of Sleep real quick. She's here. I've got her. Don't worry. We can bring her out. I'm just pulling out a few moves real quick, and then we'll switch her on in. Oh man, okay. Now we're gonna run double attack real quick. I want to try to get rid of this guy here before I bring Adriel out. We're gonna run Durin Wrath. Take out this captain, maybe. He's immune. Well, we took him out. We're fine. We're good now. Bro, let's go. Skip. Barathor? Yep. Let's bring out the elf. We're gonna do heals. Because why not? Honestly, I probably didn't have to do this. I probably could have just healed one and then the other. I could have done like Frenzy or something and just got it done with. But yeah, I just went ahead and did that. We're gonna run. Okay, let's take Elagast out now. We're gonna bring in Barathor. Bring him back in. And actually, hey, where's his biting? His like biting ability or his attack? His attack move that literally gives him HP back. I don't see that anywhere anymore. That's crazy. I feel like that move just disappeared on me. We'll go Guardian Strike. Just do high damage. Oh no. We'll go Captain's Inspired. They're all asleep. Why not do this? We're gonna save everyone on AP. Say it's only for certain swords. Gotcha, A1. Let's go. Oh yeah, Reaper, I see your chat's coming through. Yes. Oh, dude. Oh man, here we go. I don't really like her attack moves as much. I'm gonna be honest. Aodan deals some nice damage, I'm not gonna lie. If we just run Spearcraft. Nah, we're just gonna go Horse Lord Skewer. I've never hit an enemy with this move, guys. I'm hoping it happens here. That didn't even do much damage, bro. So not worth it. I also forgot to use his ability that ignores armor, so there's that too. Crippling Smash might work on these boys. Let's go. Are they immune? They are immune. Never mind. We're wrong. Reaper, you're saying, bro, I've never seen this guy? Which guy? Are you talking about Hadhog? Aodan? We'll go Rupture Armor. This always gets him pretty good. Yeah, dude, yeah. Yo, what up, Weston? I see you coming through over there on Kick. What's going on, dude? Is it collab? That might be a question for future me. Not current me. Kind of have a lot going on with work at the moment, so my time's been a little off for the past week. But Reaper, you said you always had Barathor, had Hadhod, and Adriel out. Those three, gotcha. Oh, dude. Yeah. He's out of Rohan. He literally comes from Rohan. It's so cool, dude. He I basically gave him light crafting. So I'll show you some of his abilities in case you're not quite as like familiar with them. We'll get over to that. Bro, honestly, spirit powers. Hadhod's, dude, he's nasty with it. He's freaking nasty with the spirit powers, dude. Okay. All right, so. No, we got Barathor now. Okay. We'll just run Swordcraft. Honestly. Boom. 3-strike attack. Okay, so I'll show you what Aodan can do. I kind of like him. I'm not gonna lie. And I gave him light crafting abilities, so we can just straight up give gift of Galadriels out to people for heals. So with the light craft that I added on personally, like later on, it gives gift of Galadriel. I do instant heals, which is super nice. But this is what I was working with before I added that on. With his spirit powers, what you can do is you can drain the enemy's health, and then he will take that health and apply it to his own HP. So you're basically acting as a vampire, bro. Like, you're just draining their health and then applying it to your own. Reaper, thank you so much for the follow, man. King Davis coming through with a like. Let's go. Yes, sir. Oh, A1 Battle for Middle Earth 2. Gotcha. As unlockable units. I think I had an idea. I didn't know for sure. I played Battle for Middle-earth 2 just like one weekend just to test it out. Yo, the J-Man is here. Dude, that's my nickname, bro. That is literally what my buddies call me, is J-Man. I'm not even lying. Dude, welcome to the stream, man. But yeah, so Aodan, he can do drain health. He can physically transfer his own health to other teammates to heal them, but then that takes from his health pool. So that's what I used to do. But with the light crafting, I don't have to risk his health anymore, and I can just instant heal other people without taking that hit on HP. He can drain spirit, he can tap reserves, so he converts his health into AP, converts HP into AP. We got spirit drought, so you decrease the enemy's action point pool. He does a lot of like really cool stuff, I'm not gonna lie. And it's not stuff that's like overpowered or anything, it's just the fact that you can transfer different stuff around and move things around that other characters really can't do. It's so nice. And this is his best ability by far. Dispel. You can remove all enemy enhancements. There could be 20 enemies out there. He's gonna dispel them all, bro, and take all their enhancements away. I love that. There are some enemies that get really tough and they keep doing buffs over and over and over for all their units. And so running this dispel is so nice. Yeah, and then his spearcraft, he's got rupture armor, so it's a melee ability which ignores the armor rating, so you don't have to use any items, which is nice. Yo, Matt, thank you so much. Dude, thank you so much for the gifts coming through. Let's go, man. J-Man coming through with the follow and the like. You guys are going crazy in the chat. Let's go, guys. Much appreciated. Yo, I see Teddy. Oh, Teddy had a chat. Found a wise wizard. Yes, sir. Let's go, dude. Hey, man, I'm just learning stuff as I go. That's all. I will say, guys, I've never hit an enemy with this Horse Lord Skewer ability. Or actually, I did just for the first time earlier, and it didn't do shit for damage. But we'll run Rupture Armor. It's my favorite melee attack of his. Like, look at that. Critical hit, over 10k HP. Like, I love it. Oh, this dude's got some counters to him. And then, guess what? We need heals. You know what we're gonna do? Spirit powers. And then we're gonna run Gift of Greyhaven. And there's a discount on the AP right now with a leadership ability that we're running with Barathor. So we're not losing much here. It's pretty fire, bro. Teddy, you said you're telling your kids this was Raid Shadow Legends. They'll believe you, dude. Isn't just another ad for Raid Shadow Legends. Like I don't know what else is going on here. I mean, I've never played Raid Shadow Legends before. I'm gonna be honest. I've seen like a million commercials and ads for it, but I've never even played it. Let's get Morwen in on the action, guys. She's not great, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I never use her like at all for anything. We'll just do this attack move, see what happens. Only 3,000 HP, not the best. I feel like we've pretty much used everyone so far this game. So I think everyone should earn a pretty good chunk of XP. Reaper, you're saying this was your first PS2 game you got for Christmas? Dude, that's gonna be a huge nostalgic trip then. Dude, like for me back in the day, oh man. Yo, Teddy coming through for the 290th sub on YouTube. Dude, let's go. Thank you so much for the follow, Teddy. Maddie, you're saying you wish you had this game for PS2. Gotcha, dude. Thank you so much for those likes coming through over on YouTube. Let's go, guys. All right, guys. What do we got here? We got any more loot? We're trying to be loot goblins right now. We'll go and save. So, guys, just to give you an idea, this is about where we're at in the game right now. This will update here in a second. Technically, we have over 40 hours of playtime. That is just due to me not saving one time when I died, and I had to go through and do all these battles again. Big mess up on my part. Like, now I oversave, guys. Like, I save way more than I need to. Anytime I make changes, I'm saving. Like, anytime I'm updating, upgrading, switching weapons out, switching out equipment, like, I am saving immediately after, even if I saved right before. So, like, you guys will see me do this right after I finish swapping some stuff out. Morrowind. Bro, I don't even know, bro. We don't even use her, so. Barrathor, bro. Oh my gosh. Guys, what should I upgrade for Barrathor? Should I focus on max HP? I mean, we got health, we got spirit, we got strength. Those are all kind of high. We could work on dexterity, but I feel like he lands his hits. Yo, thank you so much for the likes, guys. Let's go. They're still coming through. Oh man. Maddie, you're saying one of your favorite games on PS2 was Naval Ops Commander and Champions of Norath? I've never even heard of it. Ooh. Oh, Reaper, you're talking about the eye. Sauron. Bro, I'm not even sure what to do. I might just run. What is the weakness of the eye? That's something I'm curious about, and maybe I can start playing into that starting now with upgrades. I don't know if you guys would know. Said, hey man, appreciate the conversation and the nostalgia. Keep it up. Have fun, brother. Dudes, thank you so much, Reaper. Dude, thank you so much for stopping into the stream tonight, man. So like tonight, normally I'd be going live literally right now at this time. But I hopped on a little bit earlier because at some point tonight I'll be eating dinner with the family. So figured, you know what, hop on a little bit earlier, get our grind going, make some progress, and that way I at least get to do that tonight, you know? Something I really want to do. Here we go. We're just gonna make the upgrade and run. Equipment. Yes, we got new equipment. Equipping all of that, bro. Equipping all that. I think that's all we got. There we go. We're gonna save again since we just made those changes. It's a little over the top of me to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Bro, okay, so yeah, we are in Minas Tirith, guys. We're in the throne room. I'm assuming this is the last area before we head onto the fields. We're gonna go into this next battle. Let's do it. Yo, Maddie coming through with 10 gifts over there on TikTok. Let's go, bro. Let's go, dude. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Okay, we're gonna run Elagos. We're gonna put as many of these guys to sleep as we can. We might actually put them all to sleep, if I'm being honest. Night 9 orcs. Let's do this. City, join your. Oh shit, Maddie. Let's go. Yes, sir. Dude, I need to start working on some mods, getting some people upgraded to mod status in the chat. That's something I haven't done before, but definitely something I need to start working on here soon. Bro, we're gonna run. What do we got going here? Well, we can. Okay, I got it. Gift of Galadriel. That's just what I'm gonna do with her. That's how I'm gonna use her turn, because she doesn't do the best at dealing damage. And then we run Spearcraft. We're gonna rupture armor. He should deal a bunch of damage. 7,000 is not bad. That's a chunk. Oh, he missed. We're gonna go wounding strike. Hopefully we hit. Yep. And now, hopefully that does damage over time. Yep. Yep. I see that status there. All right. Aodan, you're gonna get your health right back, bud. This is what I love about it. He gets hit, we use that ability. He gets his health back. We'll get Elagast out of there. We're gonna bring in Barathor. We'll run leadership. Dude, honestly, Captain's Inspire. Well, no, we're just gonna run Captain's Inspire. I'm not worried about getting stunned or anything like that. We'll be all right. All right, and now I can bring her out. Bring in Hadhod. Oh, Hadhod, you can go crazy, man. Spirit powers, Flaming Fury. Take them out. And I need to keep running leadership abilities so we can get the I forget what it was called, but there's a certain leadership ability I need to unlock for Barathor, which takes away those debuffs that enemies put on us. All right, Aodan. Ooh, Frenzy is cheap. That's what I'm talking about. I can only run Spirit powers. I'm fine with it. We'll do it. It's not nearly as good as like our little attack move, but still. What do we even do? We're good on health. I can't skip them. Let's just do it again. All right, there we go. How is he not taking damage? He should be getting hurt. Counterattack. Oh, we missed. You gotta be kidding me. Bro, we missed that. Teddy. Oh, that was funny. Okay. I was just reading what I was seeing earlier. All right, here we go, guys. Okay, so they all got, okay, this is where they all have buffs now. This is where we're gonna go Spirit powers. We go Dispel. We get rid of all their buffs. He's gonna disturb sleep. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Now everyone on the battlefield's asleep. How insane is this? Okay, okay. Dude, that's hilarious. Everyone on the battlefield's asleep except for 2 characters. Like, here's what I'm gonna do. Frenzy. We might as well run Frenzy, Loudwater Fury. We'll deal some damage. Here we go, and we took him out, so now we're gonna run Spirit powers. This is where, yep, removes all negative effects, which is, I think, sleeping. We should wake them up, right? Kind of assumed it. Oh yeah, yep, I woke them up. Let's go. Now we can do an attack. Oh yeah, we're about to do an attack with Barathor. Workbane. Just work on one at a time, man. They're all asleep. I only took 1 hit. Okay. Nope, I did not want Morrowind. I did not mean to do that. Okay, Spearcraft, Rupture Armor. This is gonna be pretty fire. We'll deal a ton of damage. Easy. Spirit powers, we'll run Flaming Fury. It's only 2,000 damage, bro. Probably would have been better off doing a melee attack with him. Hadhod's, yeah, his axe does a decent amount of damage, so. We might go, just go Orcbane, bro. I'll drop him. Just like that. Oh, guys, we're getting close. We're getting real close here. We got some loot to snatch. bro. Give me some old Toby. That's what I'm talking about. Old Toby's what we want. Old Toby's what we need. Okay. No, still not gonna do it, actually. We're gonna get this other chest of loot. Oh, got another battle. Alright. Time to gain more XP, guys. Already taking hits. Already taking hits. We do got counterattacks, though. I don't like this guy at all. Guys, I don't like him. I do not like him. He hurts. He hurts just a little bit. Going straight for him. We're missing, bro. This is what I'm talking. We miss him a lot. Everyone's asleep now. Guys. This is about to get real challenging real fast. This is where I'm just gonna, guys, I'm just gonna say fuck it. We're gonna go heals. We'll go heals, and then we'll run, I think, a water stallion, and we'll do a little bit of damage to all of them. Protects target from being slowed. Kind of like that. I kind of like that. But we can't really do that. We gotta wake them up. The cleansing waters. Yep. But there's no telling. They might do it again. Let's see what happens. Oh, I just want to, you know what? I kind of just want to run that. Damn chieftains, bro. The chieftains get me every single time. They're just a headache, and they don't ever go away. Oh, I am so toast. Oh, boy. We might lose, I don't know. We haven't done a single attack move in, guys, I don't know how long. Bro, what do I even do? Like, this sucks. Okay, we're gonna go. Dude, there's not much we can do. We're basically cooked. If Adriel was up right now, we just run heals and then straight into attacks. This is what happens in the in our battles that are a bit more challenging. They keep running buffs, debuffs, and then on top of that, they're taking away turns, and then it's like, well, now I'm super limited on turns. I can't do heals every single time because I get no progress made whatsoever in trying to kill these guys. We gotta dispel them, and then we gotta run attacks. Like, we literally can't do anything else. We'll run double attack with Barathor. Well, we could run a perfect mode ability, but there's no saying whether or not that's gonna even affect these guys, because I don't know exactly what they're weak to. Abraham, thank you so much for the like on the live, man. Might be a smidge late seeing that, but dude, much appreciated. I'm at a loss at what to really do here. I think we'll just run leadership. No. We're gonna go double attack, and then we're gonna run. Can't even dig into our items right now. Like, we might be toast. I say Captain's Inspire. No, power. Restore some health to the group each round. That would be fire. Royal Grace. It's like the best we can do right now, other than just like going into our items. And then we'll go leadership. Like, there's nothing we can do aside from this. He's probably gonna watch him dodge all of our attacks too, and just completely mess us up. Look at that, no damage. That hurt. Well, we missed the third one. It didn't matter. Okay. Benefited. Lanceroon. He's gonna kill someone. Nope, nope. They're going for Barathor. They're all going for Barathor. We got a counterattack. Oh, he's missing. Bro, we need that. We need those counters. There we go. 14K. Almost 15,000 HP we took from him. Aodan. No, we're just gonna heal one person. We're gonna heal her. Wait, who learned Gift of Galadriel? It said that earlier. Oh, what up, BB8? What's going on in chat? Oh, yeah. It said someone learned Gift of Galadriel, and I didn't know what that was. And I completely missed it, but oh well. I'm gonna run... Honestly, let's go Lightcraft and just heals again. Gotta heal Barathor, man. Gotta get my people healed up. They're hurting. What up, K-Man? Did this look lit? Never heard of this? Oh, yeah, this is an older game. It released... What was it, like 2002, 2003? It actually released on original Xbox. It was like PlayStation 2, GameCube, back in that era. But yeah, dude, it's a turn-based. It's like the old school turn-based RPG sort of style. Definitely not something I'm used to. I prefer more of a hack and slash type of game, but this has been just as much fun due to like how they run like the plot of the game, and it's just parallel with the Fellowship, and there's a lot of tie-ins here and there. So it's been a lot of fun to kind of like go through some of these different missions and visit these different places. It's been pretty sweet, man. It's been pretty sweet. It's been a lengthy playthrough as well, which is nice. The fact that it's taking some time. What up, Weston? What's going on, dude? He said collab question mark. So like I said earlier, my work schedule's kind of been a little rambunctious. It's been all over the place. So that's just not something I can answer right now, Weston. Hey man, you said love me a turn-based RPG, bro, and absolutely love Lord of the Rings. Dude, I've been grinding nothing but Lord of the Rings games since October, and it all started with Return to Moria, which came out not too long ago. Yo, what up, 1112 Fox? It's a great game, dude. Much appreciated, man. Let's go. We got another follow. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Y'all are going crazy tonight. Let's go ahead and deal some damage. What do they got for health? Oh, bro. Just wipe them out. Take out the first dude. Barathor's gonna need... Yep, we failed, guys. We failed. All right. Here's what we do. Frenzy with Adriel. We're gonna do quick heals. Actually, we're just gonna run... What was it? Yep, Aodan is gonna need it. So, Gift of Galadriel, here we go. Use it on him, get his health up, and then we're gonna run Water Stallion. It won't do a ton of damage, but it'll damage both of them. So I mean, that's the plus, we're hurting both. He said, how was Return to Moria? Yo, Return to Moria was sick. Oh, that was Roscoe coming through with a follow. I missed that earlier, dude. Thank you so much for the gift as well. Y'all are going nuts. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, so Return to Moria. If you guys like survival crafting, I think you will love Return to Moria. Like, if you like Lord of the Rings and you don't mind survival crafting, it's definitely like it has a really good progression system to it. And it has a really cool plot as well. And everything that kind of comes with that. But like, no, it's so dope. You go in and you basically reclaim Moria. And what's even crazier than that, they have Gimli in the opening cutscene of the game. Gimli's like, he's leading this whole thing, man. he's leading this whole attempt to take back Moria. And then you just happen to be this dwarf that gets caught on the inside of Moria during a rockfall. And so, yeah, and you just go into Moria, start exploring, start building up bases, collecting resources. And they actually added in DLC to where you can recruit other dwarves to your base now. And it's super cool. Like, it's amazing what you can do with the base building in it. It's really neat. You can do a lot of decorating and stuff like that. Roscoe, you said this is your favorite game of all time. Let's go. Glad you found it, man. Dude, yeah, no, this has been my first ever playthrough on the game, and I've been enjoying it. It's been a really fun, a really solid grind. I love the fact that it didn't just take me like a few days to beat it like Return of the King and the Two Towers did. We're gonna, I think, do we just drain health? Let's check what they got. Nope, we're going to, hey, we can heal Barret. Nah, I'm gonna heal Barret. Well, no, what am I talking about? Rupture armor, bro. Let's deal some damage. Take this guy out. Oh, he just got Rohirrim Rage. Ooh. Dr. K, what's going on in chat, dude? So, bro, played the hell out of this back in the day. I'm glad to hear it, Dr. K. Dude, yes, sir. I did not. So back in the day, I was grinding out EA bigs, like street basketball, street football. There was some Halo involved. I played a lot of the Spider-Man games. I never played Lord of the Rings, but like, dude, since October, I've been grinding out nothing but Lord of the Rings. I will say, guys, May 4th, we might be changing things up a little bit, but until then, we're gonna keep grinding Lord of the Rings. It's like this and LOTR. I've been kind of bouncing back and forth between. Wounding Strike, deal damage over time. Or we just heal Barret-Thor. Let's just work on that. We need to run more leadership with Barret-Thor. Dude, and then K-Man, you were saying it sounds fun. Why have I never heard of these games? Dude, let me know, bro. If you're a big fan of Lord of the Rings, I can tell you like all these different games I've played and actually beat over the past few months. Like if you're a big Lord of the Rings fan like I am, and you just want to casually grind out some of these Lord of the Rings games, dude, I can hook you up with some titles and let you know what's out there. You're definitely like missing out. I found a bunch of games like this that I just never heard of back in the day, and it's been an absolute blast playing them. Is Third Age the only turn-based one that I know of? So far, like from all the games I've played, this has been the only turn-based that I've played that's Lord of the Rings. Spearcraft? No. Leadership, company might. I'm gonna do it. That way we get to use at least one more leadership ability, and then we'll just take them out. And then we got like another battle, and maybe I think we got all the loot. Dr. K said Return of the King on PS2 was the GOAT. That's another. Hey, that's another game I beat recently. That was part of my streaming journey so far, dude. Yo, what up, Curse? What's going on? I love this game, dude. Let's go. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. Oh man, we're gonna run real quick. We're just gonna run Swordcraft, and no, Orcbane won't work. Let's Citadel Rage. Targeted Strike. I like that. Targeted Strike. Let's do it. 10k HP. Let's go. He's down. He's done. Dude. Oh yeah, Dr. K. So, Return of the King. I ran that on a PS2 emulator. I ran the Two Towers on a PS2 emulator. I do technically have Return of the King hard copy for original Xbox, and I have an original Xbox right here. So that's like another game I could always come back to, which is dope. Barret-Thor got, ooh, a new chest plate. What's going on in chat, Michael? Thank you so much for tuning in, dude. Never beat this game. Gotcha. Dude, I'm getting real close to the end. I think I'm almost to the last section, and at some point I do still need to go through evil mode on Osgiliath. and I think I'm only like 40% of the way through that map, which is insane. So I still need to go back through that. But other than that, I'm like getting real close to the end. So I'm gonna save it here. Dr. K said you used to play the Pelennor Fields until the enemies just finally quit spawning. Dude, oh, that actually sounds like a blast. Now I know what to expect. Okay, man, you said you only played the 2 towers when you were like 5 in the 360 game. That was like a Battlefield game? Ooh, dude, I'm trying to think of what you're, or are you thinking more of like Battlefield or Battlefront? So I know there's, I have a game, I don't know if this is what you're talking about, but I'm gonna show. Were you talking about this game right here? Lord of the Rings Conquest? Oh. I need to make sure. Alright. Woo! Oh, sweet! Okay, yeah. Hey guys, nachos for dinner. Let's go. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and save this. I kind of had to check the front door there. But yeah, came in. So Lord of the Rings Conquest. It's exactly like Star Wars Battlefront, where you just go around, capture your objectives. And it's also wait, by EA. Same company, just different universe, and I love it, man. That's another thing that needs a definite remake, because I can just tell it's super old. Old and a little bit jank, but dude, it's cool. Yeah, Battlefront is a better comparison, gotcha. Yeah, so like the main objective really became like, you know, capturing your objective points on the map, and then just holding them like, say like domination in Call of Duty, if you're familiar with Call of Duty at all. Dude, yeah, this was actually around that time. Actually, this might have been a little bit earlier. We're gonna go ahead. Run heals. We're gonna clear this guy. Well, no. Man. I don't think we want to do that. Double attack for Barathor. Check this out. More cry. Will that work? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Deal some damage. That's tough. Okay. We're gonna run. War call? No. Dude, I don't know what to do. Dude. What have I done? Staying fast. We got like multiple turns here. Ooh. But then I take some spirit actions. Oh, we can't even attack anyways. Hey? I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna do it? This game looks sick though. How many hours have you put in? So like, the game only shows as like 30, like, I want to say 36, 37 hours, but technically I have like a little over 40 hours in the game, and I'm getting close to the end, so like it takes a minute to kind of get through. Yo, what up? I don't even know how to say your username. I'm just gonna call you Nat. N-A-T. Yeah, this is Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. It's an oldie. Ooh, that, hey, that did stun him, bro. That did stun him. We're gonna bring someone else in. It's weak. Elagos can do a number though, I think. We're gonna run Frenzy with him. Let's run. I don't think we can put him to sleep, bro. Who needs health? No one needs health, actually. Guys, okay. Aim shot? I'm just gonna go aim shot, dude. Let's see what we can do here. What's your experience with other turn-based games? So, K-Man, the only other turn-based games I played was when I was a kid on Game Boy, and that was Pokemon. I played Pokemon on Game Boy as a kid, and then there was a few times back in college where I grinded out a bunch of Pokemon on an emulator. So it's like, I do still have a little bit of that experience. But like, I never played any other turn-based games. I think there was, what is it? There's another super popular turn-based series, that's out there. Is it like Final? No, it's not Final Fantasy. Or is it Final Fantasy? But it's something. You said we gotta get you on Dragon Quest, bro. I've never even heard of that. What's Dragon Quest? But dude, like, it is Final Fantasy. Okay, bet. So I was right. See, I always think that's not the series, and then it just always is, you know? But dude, yeah. Yo, what's going on, Ethan in chat? This on PC. This technically is on PC. You see my cursor? This is on PC, but it's not on PC, if that makes sense. I'm on an emulator for PlayStation 2 running this. Say Dragon Quest is like the godfather of turn-based games. Gotcha. Or it is. Oh, wait. Oh, because it said if there in the gotcha. Yo, Hadhod just got some armor.
You shall not defile the kings of Gondor.
Let's do this, guys. Let's do this.
Be gone!
Oh! Dude. Sword straight through the chest. Barathor's goated, bro. Barathor's the guy.
This shall rally Gondor in this great time of need.
Corsair ships are coming, but Aragorn stands upon the prow. We shall carry the day.
Oh, Aragorn's coming. He's arriving in the ship with the army of the dead, bro. That's gonna be nuts.
Arise! Arise!
Yes, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Shall be shaken. Shields shall be splintered.
This is legendary.
A sword day.
A red day. Ere the sun rises. Dude, this is so sick. Like, oh, it gives me chills right now.
Ride now! Ride! Ride for ruin!
Dude, it's so lit.
And the world!
So lit, guys. Yes. Let's go. Dude, the orcs look terrified. We're like, what the hell's going on? Oh, and the music. Guys, the music. There's nothing I love hearing more than that. I can't, like, I've been skipping all my scenes thinking, oh, better be careful. I love this scene right now. I can't skip this. This is legendary. Oh my gosh. Oh, and K-Man, you were saying the most recent one's Dragon Quest 2. Okay. When did Dragon? Oh no, it's 11. You said 11. And that's the most recent. It's 11. Gotcha. Okay. Dude, yeah, they do have some like those cinematics in it, which is cool. Bro, when was the last time I saved? Because now I'm worried. I'm in the fields already. Dude, you guys see the Nazgul flying around back there? On the fell beast? Dude's just going crazy. All right. Bro, so it was before your last fight. Pretty sure. Gotcha, K-Man. Dude, cause like I was wondering if I back out of this, go back to the menu, and then load back in. Like I'm curious. I don't know. I might not worry about it. Ooh, let me check my phone real quick. I did get a text. I gotta respond real quick here. Yeah, basically just getting a text about dinner. Guys, nachos on the fire, or on the grill. You can't beat it. Alright. Let's get this bad boy rolling. Okay, so we're gonna run... Ooh, what do we got here? This is not bad at all. This is not bad at all. Immediately run damage. And we're missing. We're missing? This is crazy. Maybe if we run with a swordcraft? We got stunning strike. Let's see if that works. Let's use it on this dude. That works. That works. He's stunned. He can't attack. Yo, what up, boo? So what we doing? What we doing? Bro, we're running through the fields of Pelennor. We're going crazy in some Lord of the Rings with Third Age. You're sitting here counting at risk of not being able to comment? What? Boop, I don't know, man. That's not something I see on my end. It's a dope. Dude, that's a crazy thing to like just see on your screen. Who set that in place? That's insane. Yo, what up, Vader? I respect the username. And let's just say that username might have a little something to do with when I switch things up on May the 4th. But yeah. Okay, so we're gonna run swordcraft. We'll do wounding strike, bro. Okay, man, you're in Expedition 33 is also a turn-based game. Gosh, hey, I had a buddy play that, and I watched for a little bit. Like, I didn't actually see him do any attacks or anything, but like, I saw a little bit of it, and it seemed like a pretty cool game. You think Dragon Quest XI is better though? Gotcha. Gotcha, dude. Gotcha. So for me, that will what I've got going. Actually, we're just gonna run real quick. We got no heals to do. We're just gonna run Water Stallion. But like what I've got going on with my whole deal is I love my idea is I want to grind out these sagas. That crosses generations of consoles. So like entire universes, right? So like I've been grinding nothing but Lord of the Rings games since October, and I'm talking like the majority of them, whatever you guys can name off. I've probably played them and beat them already within this whole journey of mine, and then I've been going on for about 6 months straight of that stuff. And so like I love the idea of doing sagas across generations of consoles and eventually leading up to modern day gaming, whether it's like VR or something on my PC. Dude, Jacob, thank you so much for the follow, my guy. But yeah, May 4th. If you guys may know, you probably already know, but like May 4th, I'm gonna switch things up. We'll be dipping our toes into another saga. My plan's to kind of release a little reveal trailer at some point for that, which I've got started, but I need to finish it yet and get that bad boy posted. Barathor, Elagast, man. How about you, man? Let's just put him to sleep. And also, Jacob, thank you so much for the follow and the gifts, dude. Going crazy in the chat, man. All right, let's do it. Well, we got 2 of them put to sleep. Oh, I'm alright with that. Uses Rupture Armor ability. Guys, 11k HP, like that's pretty fire compared to where we're at. So, nah, that's a cool mission, bro. Dude, thank you so much, K-Man. Thank you so much. But yeah, dude, like, I've been just kind of slowly collecting games. Just ordering them online and been, yeah, slowly collecting them. Just to give you an idea, dude, like, I have all the Grand Theft Auto games from 3 all the way up to 5. Same goes for, like, Spider-Man games. I've got a bunch of Spider-Man games, and I still have a few coming in, and then I got a few Star Wars games ordered. So this winter break, you got your buddy to play 3 generations of Pokemon games from DS to Switch. Gotcha, dude. Hell yeah. I've got a buddy that's big on on the Nintendo Switch with Pokemon. He loves them, dude. He loves to do his shiny hunting. He tells me all about it. And it sounds pretty fire. For like Pokemon going from like it being what it was to like what it is now, it's kind of crazy. They've kept all the base concepts, and it's been little changes over time. It's been kind of fire. Like, I love the fact that they didn't go away from their main concept. Actually, let's take them out. Elagos, bring out Barathor. He still has that. Okay. Let's go, Warcall? But that's 2. Okay, that's 2 attacks. 150. Screw it. Let's do it. Yeah, my buddy. Buddy is actually doing that now with Sword. Gotcha. Gotcha, K-Man. Did you ever play Pokemon Go on your phone? I had a buddy that was pretty big into that at some point too. He like, my buddy lives in town, so he's able to just go from place to place around town and collect Pokemon and stuff. Like, he might just go to the park and grind some of that. And he gets his steps in doing that too, which is cool. Rupture Armor. Boom. Easy. Good Adriel. Yeah, Spirit Powers, Cleanse Waters, Cleansing Waters. Alright. Here we go. Now we got Aodan. Pretty, I think we're Draining Health's not gonna do a ton. We'll just do Rupture Armor again. Wait, what's Rohirrim Rage? 2-strike melee attack? That's kind of fire. I won't worry about that just yet. Said, yeah, you're not consistent though, gotcha. I think my buddy kind of has his like spurts where sometimes like he'll be consistent for a little bit and then he just kind of falls off, and then he's consistent for a little, he's just kind of off and on with it. Aodan got 3rd Age Rohirrim Royal Guard Shield bet. What do we got now? Is there a save point anywhere? Yes. Oh, guys, yes. Yes, there's a save point. Ooh, wait. I like seeing that Morgul Decay. That's good. It's very, very good. Headhod, dude. Let's go Strength, I guess. Let's do that. You only really played a lot when it dropped. Oh, gotcha, K-Man. Dude, it's been a minute, bro. It's been out for a while. Honestly, yeah, run more Spirit. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Alright. Sweet. Alright, guys. It's time. It is time for me to go get dinner. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of hop on out of here, guys. I didn't really know like when this was gonna happen, but we are hitting that point right now. So guys, I do plan on streaming once again. I think once again we're gonna see what happens tomorrow night. The green. But yeah, guys. So I think we're gonna go again for sure Monday night. Might even shoot for this weekend a little bit. I will be trying to keep my stories updated on Twitch and TikTok, and I'll try to let you guys know what I do this weekend. We'll for sure be live again Monday night around 7:30 p.m. Central. And guys, we're just gonna keep. I'm trying to push for this. I really want to beat this game. And we also got some LOTR to eventually kind of hop into as well. But guys, we got so much to do, so much to do before May 4th. And then May 4th, yeah, I'm gonna try to drop a little reveal trailer type video. It's gonna be real short. But yeah, like I'm super pumped for what's coming, guys, and thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. We are currently live on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and TikTok. All you guys have to do is look up iachievestudios and you'll find me. Typically I'm trying to post daily on TikTok and YouTube with clips. I'm always trying to run clips from the streams, dude. I got so many moments I love to share with everyone. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hop out for the night. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for the likes, the gifts, the follows. You guys went crazy. And I also need to work on getting some mods running because that's a thing I don't have just yet, but I will get up soon. And anyways, I will catch you guys later. You guys have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're kind of at.